weren't such an ethical guy, I've always thought Vince Condella could find a way to claim his Harley-Davidson on his taxes. You know, sort of a self-driven weather-gathering machine deduction.
It is absolutely gorgeous out here today.
After all, you can take the weatherman out of the office.
Late August, it's 95 degrees. The dew point is 71.
Yeah.
And we just put on 380 miles today.
But you cannot take the meteorologist out of this biker. Motorcycling is one of the few off-camera hobbies of Vince, and he has many, that he shares publicly. Perhaps because it was a very public ride that got him hooked, the Harley-Davidson 90th anniversary reunion ride.
Vince Gibbons, the late Vince Gibbons, of course, Channel 6 anchor, was really into motorcycles, and he said, you know, why don't you come along with me? You can ride along as a passenger, and then we broadcast along the way, and so on.
Great weather. This group's managed to avoid the rain for the whole 3 or 4 days they've been on the road, so I don't think today's going to be any different. Should be great.
And that totally got me hooked.
5 years later, Vince and his wife Janet were licensed riders.
And from then on, it was fantastic. 1998, my wife and I rode in from York, Pennsylvania, all the way and broadcast, of course, every night along the way. And after about 5 days on the road, it was early June, we had some rain, it was a little bit chilly. We went all the way up to northern Michigan, crossed the Mackinac Bridge, and she and I riding on our motorcycles with everybody, that was very memorable. And then in 2003, of course, was the 100th. That was a big one. We came in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, did the southern route. That was a hot route.
In 2008, Vince and I tag teamed the 105th. I came in from the east, Vince from the south. The weather guy clearly getting the worst of the weather.
We were broadcasting from outside of Savannah, Georgia, on the beach as Tropical Storm Faye was just off the coast. So we were broadcasting on the beach, getting hit by wind-blown sand, and then the next day rode in a torrential downpour in the rains of Tropical Storm Faye from Savannah, Georgia to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and I mean, it was just a torrential mess.
Vince started riding motorcycles for the same reason anyone else does: a sense of freedom, a change of pace from the daily grind. In unseen advantage of that, a bond with a group of viewers who saw him as one of their own, motorcycle riders. That connection never more evident than in early May, when hundreds came to ride one last time with the guy they checked with on air before getting on the road. And a final thank you from Harley-Davidson royalty.
We're happy to give this to you, Vince. It's signed by son Bill and myself.
Wow.
And soon, it'll be time to hit the road to new adventures. It does help being a meteorologist and a motorcyclist, because when you pick what day to ride off into the sunset, it helps to know what day the sun will be shining.